Assalamu alaikum fellows, my name is Imran Ali Imran, I'm gold level student, and today I am over here with two guys before the screen, before me, and I'm gonna take the test, the mock test of book 14, test 2. So you can prepare yourself according to this, that whether you have the same speaking skills or not. These guys will try to perform as better as possible. So these are representing you over there. Let's start the test. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam, sir.
What's your name?
My name is Muhammad Aris Khan.
Okay. Horace, may I see your proof of identification, please?
Okay.
Horace, how do you spell your name?
Haris. Haris.
Okay, Horace. Thank you. That's fine.
Welcome.
Okay. And what is the weather outside?
It's quite pleasant and quite chilly, I'll say.
Really?
Because it's winter season.
What type of weather do you like?
Usually kind of like summer weather, because I can usually do more outdoor activities like swimming.
Okay.
Because it's quite great physical activity to burn some calories.
Okay.
More than that, I can play outside with my friends and do hang out and kind of go to visit some few other places.
Thank you. Now let's start. Let's talk about social media. And which social media website do you use?
I quite oftenly use Instagram because it's popular in younger youth, I'll say, because it includes all kind of activities and all kind of lifestyle or performances available on that platform.
Mm-hmm.
It's related to younger youth,
Mm-hmm.
so I'll say I usually use Instagram a lot.
Okay. So, how much time do you spend on social media?
I once opened my phone screen timing and it told me that I usually use 2 to 3 hours of my day
Mm-hmm.
of screen time on this social media app.
Okay. 2 to 3 hours.
Yes.
So, really?
That's
And
what
why so?
Because as you know that we are in pandemic and school are closed due to the precautions reason, and I'm quite free nowadays, so I have nothing to do. So whenever I'm bored, I open up the social media app and start rolling down and start seeing posts, and I don't know, I cannot catch the time.
Mm-hmm.
So yes.
What kind of information about yourself have you put on social media?
On my bio, I have told about my lifestyle, what kind of person I am, what kind of personality I have, about my height, about my age, and I usually post on my social media about my daily activities, what I do, what I eat, where have I visited. So these kind of activities I have posted and about myself on social media app.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so is there anything you don't like about social media?
I think yes. There are few dark places on social media that I don't like about. For example, I'll say it's a sensitive topic, but bullying on social media mostly. There's bullying where the strong person can bully weaker person through social media. So this is the bad.
It's a bad thing. Yeah. Okay, now let's talk about the part 2. But before that, I'm gonna ask the questions from your fellow beings so that you can learn a lot. So, what's your name?
Sir, my name is Joel.
So, Joel, how are you?
I'm fine, fine.
May I see your proof of identification, please?
Yes, sir, sure.
Joel, how do you spell your name?
Sir, it's Joel, Joel.
Okay, Joel. So, thank you very much. That's fine. So, do you have hobbies?
Yes, sir, sure.
Okay.
I have hobbies, a lot of hobbies.
So, what do you like to do most?
Sir, I am very fond of playing basketball and reading novels. So, I have also been vice captain for quite about 3 years in my university.
Okay.
And we have won 2 championships in inter-university.
Okay.
So, this is my hobby. Other is novel. I used to read novels which are mainly based on personal development. So, I read them a lot.
Okay, Joel. So, thank you. Now, let's start about your test. It is book 14, test 2. And the topic is social media, the same one that Horace has spoken. Which social media website do you use mostly?
So mostly I use Facebook. There are others a lot like Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp, but it is Facebook which I use most and search out, and my most of time spent on that app.
Okay. So, how much time do you spend on social media sites, and why?
Yes, I have already put an alarm or a timer on my mobile about my use on regarding my use of these apps. It's about 2 hours. I don't use more than 2 hours of these social media apps.
And why so? Why don't you use more than 2 hours?
Yes, because I think sometimes it's just wasting your time because you are nothing there to just to scroll things and look at different stuff which is irrelevant to your studies and your personal growth. So therefore that's why I have just maintained a limit on my mobile, and after that I don't watch anything else.
Okay, so what kind of information about yourself have you put on social media?
I think I put every kind of information regarding myself, and it's quite surely it's about 90% of my representation on social media. I have put like my different names and nicknames, also my academic progress on the social media. Apart from that, my uh, recreational sites where I usually go and I post the pictures there.
Okay, so is there anything you don't like about social media, and why so?
Yes, there are few things which I really don't like about social media, and one of them is irrelevant information present on social media. You will see a lot of irrelevant which doesn't have to be connected with the truth of the news. For example, there are many different news which you came across, and then after few times you realize that this information was totally based on rumors. So there are rumors, and also bullying is a greater part of social media which we see nowadays in the form of memes and other stuff. So there are also people do release some obscene videos of person and then bully them by this and blackmail them.
Okay, so thank you very much. That is the end of the part one.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, viewers, you have seen these two guys in this mock test, and we have just covered the part one over here. Well, now let's discuss and talk about the problems and what are the problems they are having over here. So let's speak to the Harris first. Harris, I would like to say something that is positive and negative at the same time. It is sometimes some teachers who are eagles and some teachers who are doves. So there are different type of the examiners who think in a separate way. So first of all, your answers were really direct answers. When I asked the questions and you started answering very to the point, right? So what is the problem? You also have the same problem over here, Joel. You have to speak in a polite way. Try to use the question line as answer line, because the rater over there who is listening you want to judge whether have you understood the question in a proper way or not. If you will just have a jump start, it will really perturb the particular rater or the listener or your examiner. That where will you start and where will you go and what is your direction of speaking. So first of all, try to use the question line as answer line. You can use the question word as answer word. Got it? Instead of giving the answer directly. The second problem which you both were facing, that was R method. You have to use the R method in part one. Particularly, you have to use give the answer first, then you have to put the reason over there. Later on, you have to explain or you have to give the example later. So R method must be over there. Both of you were lacking in the R method. Got it? But now, Harris, your words were very simple. Very common words were there. Okay? I hardly find some good words over there. Actually, I was just struggling to find out any slightly uncommon words, but most of the words, I'm afraid to say that those were very common words. You should try to use some slightly uncommon words or some high words too, or try to use the IELTS words. I'll have the video over there, you can watch that video. So you were using the word so a lot. Use of so, you were repeating so, and then after some time you were using the word so, and after some time you were using the word so. So repetition kills. Both of you say that, please. Repetition kills. If you will repeat something again and again or periodically, it will demolish your test, or you will get lower score. Okay, you were fluent. This was positive. You were really fluent, and your ideas were also concatenated. Idea after idea, you were putting the idea. Yes, you were fluent and confident. So in fluency benchmark, I would like to give you 6 bands. Got it? And in lexical resources, I would like to give you 5 bands. In pronunciation, I would also like to give you 6 bands, because you were pronouncing the word, or the pronunciation of every word was good, but it was actually a feelingless expression. You were not feeling the word, and you were not talking at the communication level. Got it? Understand? If we talk about on the 4th parameter, that is connectives or discourse markers, so you haven't used any connectors. I'm sorry, I couldn't find out that. So I would like to give you 5 band, or the 5 over there. Got it? But there was a coherence also. Ideas were connected. So you can sum up that, and I would say that you can get 5.5 to 6 bands with this speaking. Now, Joel, let's talk about you. Yes, your answer was also direct. Try to use question line as answer line, the number 1. Yes, you were using another rule that was good. That was the bracket rule. You have to, bracket row rule. You have to do that. You can start answer with question line. Then you have to fill the answer with the ideas or the words. Then at the end, to sum up, to close the bracket, you have to use the question line again. So this is another rule. It's called the bracket rule. You should say that the question line first, then fill that with the ideas, and after that you have to use the one word to differentiate, or to develop that in a package, that this was the answer. Got it. You really use some good words over there. The first good word you have spoken was actually the irrelevant. It was a slightly better word than the common word. Then you used a good phrase, maintain limit. Right? And then you use the word I think 3 to 4 times. Don't try to repeat the words. If you will keep repeating words, you will lose the score. It means that you have very less lexical resources, and that because of that you are repeating the words again and again. So don't repeat words. Then another good phrase from you was apart from that. He has used the word, you know that. Apart from that was nice. Then the recreational sites, that was also good. So because of this, your scores are a little better in lexical resources than Harris. And I would like to give you 6.5 in lexical resources. Now, fluency. Yes, you were fluent enough. You were really fluent, but fluent like Harris. But the positive thing in your fluency was that you were feeling the word and you were acting like you have the control on that word. So in fluency, I would like to give you 6.5. Right? Now let's come towards the coherence. Yes, ideas were connected, and you are really assembling the ideas in good way. So I would like to give you 6 in that too. In the connectors and discourse markers, you have used some good words like furthermore and in addition. So I would like to give you 6 in that order also. So your band might be 6.5 according to me. Got it? So you have to prepare something again if you like, or don't prepare. You can come for the next test. Got it? So thank you very much. Okay, viewers, I have explained everything and I have explained every idea of the parameter which is really required for getting great band in IELTS. You can also find out whether you speak like these guys or not. If you are speaking like these guys, then you can assess what might be your score. So my name is Imran, Ali Imran. You can join my institute named English Council. Moreover, you can subscribe my channel and have a lot of fun and learning a lot. Assalamu alaikum. Allah.